I've never seen the show, but
JS into the lane. Oh, really nice offense there. Plus frames, dash in, keeping it tight. Plus frames again, dash in with the overhead.
God.
Very easily reactable that overhead, but definitely when you're.
Oh,
what?
Oh my
The
God.
JS vacuumed out of the corner.
I just really love tournament sets. Oh hey, didn't notice you guys there. What's up? Panda here. Man, when it comes to tournaments, spectating them, being a part of them, commentating them, they're always fun to be a part of. But one of the main problems that everybody has is trying to find them. I want to try and help that issue, both for EMEA and NA, telling you what tournaments you can sign up for, both weekly, monthly, and events. Oh, they just broke through the wall. And let's get started with EMEA tournaments, since that's the region I'm from. If you want to figure out what tournaments suit you, be sure to use the chapter system that YouTube gives us. If you just want to watch tournaments, all of these are great to watch on stream. I will have a Twitch link, Discord link, start.gg link for all of these tournaments. But yeah, let's get into EMEA, and let's start it off for Monday. On Mondays you have saltyEUs, a fairly stacked bracket that's run by Ice, who's a pretty solid TO within the community of EMEA. They also hold other weekly tournaments such as Street Fighter and Tekken, so if you do like those, be sure to join up for that. But if you're a Guilty Gear gamer, Mondays are the days to be. Tuesdays there is the Wanted Ladder. I'm not sure if it's every Tuesday or if it's a bi-weekly, but this is something that is available. Right now it's not because of UFA, but if we're past UFA times, be sure to look up for it, get involved in the ladder when it's available. And there's also a new bracket being hosted by a fellow called Yokai called the Howling Hostility. They're on the 4th one from my last check, so be sure to check them out. Wednesdays. If Wednesdays are the day to be, it's gotta be the WildTide. The WildTide is a really solid tournament that has built up its popularity over time, run by some of the cooler fellas there like Olaf Olafsson, who's one of my broskies. So yeah, be sure to join up for that, or even Spectate. They always have a good time there, always some high competition, definitely worth checking out. Thursdays are Striving for Glory. Now this is one of my favourites. It's run by Decknut, who's one of the GOATs. Runs a lot of EU tournaments, both online and offline. Just a great TO in general, great guy in general, say that much. And yeah, Thursday's Strive for Glory. It's a very stacked bracket, it's very fun to watch. They always have good commentary, they always have a good show in general. So if you do like some high level gameplay, that will definitely be the place to be. Friday, and that is run by Reversal GG, and that is the Set and Reset. Fridays are definitely a good place to be for Set and Reset. It's a fairly stacked bracket, a lot of tough players in there. That's the thing about EMEA, all the brackets are stacked. So if you want good competition, definitely the place to be. But yeah, it's very nutty. I do get to commentate Set and Reset for their Tekken on Tuesday. They also do have Street Fighter for Thursday. So if you want to catch me on comms, then those are the days to be. I plan on commentating a lot of these a bit more often. I want to be involved in the community even more, because I'm enjoying it. Saturdays there will be the bi-weekly from Tiger Pop called the Reload Returns. Very hype bracket. I've gone to commentating it at least 3 times now, and it's always fun to watch, it's always fun to be a part of. Fairly stacked, very stacked bracket. And I plan on doing something on another Saturday to fill in the bi-weekly gap, so stay tuned. Sundays is another weekly called Untitled Unmatched. They used to be Saturday, but they want to push it to Sunday now. Yeah, it's a very, very hype bracket, Untitled Unmatched. Basically, it is run by some of the good fellas like Joe Kirby, and of course Decknut's involved in it, so you know there's a lot of really solid TO power in that. Next is beginner brackets. For me, I find them somewhat enjoyable, but of course I've never really needed to play them, I'm too epic. But it is a good place to get started and get some good practice going. And there's the WildTide Beginners on Tuesdays, and Striving for Progress on Saturdays. So be sure to sign up for that if you want to get some practice. You know, you don't want to hop into the big leagues, that's fine. Let's practice from that. Up next is the Champion Monthly, which is run by Mastodon. One of the GOATs when it comes to TOing. In general, pretty cool fella. I recommend definitely joining up for this monthly if you have an open Wednesday available, but I believe the dates do change every month, so it's one of those ones you have to pay attention. Of course, you can do that with the Discord link I've put in the description for all these tournaments, and here's what the schedule looks like. Some of it is a little outdated. I'm using one of the images used in one of the Discords, so it changes obviously Saturday and Sunday. and the monthly ladder is on Tuesday. That was EMEA. A lot of fun brackets to take part in, a lot of good competitions to be involved in. They have a weekly, they have a day for every week, and they have monthlies, they have bi-weeklies. And here's the thing, we're hopping into NA now, and the thing about NA, wow, there is a lot of brackets, both for every day of the week and in terms of monthlies, events, and stuff like that. But let's get into it with a little bit of bias starting us off. Every week, there is a pretty nutty bracket that I recommend everybody sign up for, and it is on the Friday, and that is the Baccpabrawl.
Catches the run forward, sets up a situation for the BRC. What was that, 4 overheads? I don't know what it was, but it was enough to kill. Start the super.
No, this is smart. This is smart. This is so smart.
Super, PRC for the extension, cash out a little extra damage, and instead of going for the guaranteed positive bonus, goes to the reset, finds another counter, newts in the sky! What a comeback from Kensei! Rain with the perfect Abari match into the cross-up! Lolo! I can't tell you if that was purposeful or not, but I will say, Lolo is taking game 2.
Oh my god! And of course, I have to hype this up. Of course I have to hype this up. This is the Baccpabrawl. Me and Backpack commentating this for ages. We ran it for ages. This is our love child. Don't take that out of context. This is one of my favorites, and of course, I really want to get as many talented people into that top 8 as possible, man. Honestly, sign up, take part, and please, for the love of God, be a Potemkin. I need a Potemkin in top 8. It's been like 5 months. I haven't commentated a pot in a hot minute, and every time I do, they lose. I would say it's some of the best commentary in Strive, the way me and Backpack are a little goofy in between matches. And there's always sick matches, it's very popular. Be sure to sign up every Friday. Every Friday is the day. But besides the bias, let's get rid of that. Let's hop straight back into the schedule for the weeklies, and then we'll go into the monthlies and bi-weeklies. On Monday, you have Ride the Railfire, which is a seasonal tournament. I believe you gain points from this with a big finale at the end. I believe they're on their 7th one the last time I checked. But of course, this video will be a little bit updated with the recordings I've done. A pretty hype one, usually pretty stacked. NA does have some pretty nutty players, and because it's the RFL team, I'm pretty sure Mike Safdie takes part in that one. So you like a All Bad guy, I would be tuning in. Tuesdays, you have TNS, which is one of the big dogs when it comes to online brackets. All of the monsters show up. It's very stacked. A lot of people know about it. Thousands are in the chat, and I see you guys. You guys have been very nice to me recently. Thank you. Thank you. It is a very stacked bracket. A lot of top tier players in there. Either great to watch or great to partake in. Either or, I top into it. The commentary there is also pretty solid, but of course, nothing's beating me Backpack. Nothing's beating me Backpack. It don't matter who it is. Don't matter who it is. On Wednesday, there's Paragonline, which is a very well-known bracket. It's been building up quite a bit recently. It does Granblue as well, and Tekken. So, you know, there's a lot of build-up for that tournament. I recommend people either join up, spectate, or play. It's up to you. Get involved. Wednesday, there's another one. Red's normal round bracket, which is a round bracket system, not like your usual double elimination system. So I recommend hopping in for a bit more casual fun in your tournaments, kind of like the beginner ones. Next, you have Thursday, which is the Flashkicks and Flashsticks, which is a very hype name, and I believe one of my boss men would like that. It's a pretty hype tournament. I've caught maybe one of them because time zones and that. Yeah, I recommend joining up on Thursdays. Again, if you want to do a tournament for every day, that would be the one to go to. Well, up next is Fridays, and of course, join the Baccpabrawl, you gotta do it. But there's another hype one on Friday, and that is the Jeekly. They start about roughly the same time, and Backpack doesn't mind double bracketing. So, just saying. The other thing about the Jeekly is that they overall have a pretty hype scene, just as much as the Baccpabrawl. So be sure to join in, have a good time, all that. Enjoy the show, fellas. Enjoy the show. There's the Lapin Labs, which is a pretty good weekly for Saturday, and the online local. The Lapin Labs isn't available this weekend, probably just due to being busy, but the online local is something I do recommend. It's got some good high-level plays, very fun weekly to be a part of, and of course, I've never taken part of it, I'm from Scotland, but great scene to be involved in. Good stuff to watch. But on Sundays you have Frame Perfect. This is one I'm somewhat educated on. Very solid tournament, a lot of people show up for it, DM Danny being one of the main ones of course. So I recommend getting involved, enjoy the show, all that good stuff. And then on the final one of Sunday, you've got Grind My Gears. I like the name. I thought it stood out. I thought it was very funny. So I'm hoping it's a very good scene there. I'm not too educated, of course. I'm trying to educate myself. This is what the point of the video is, right? We use this to get educated. So yeah, get involved, really get to see what they're all about, and enjoy the show. Yeah, and there's a tournament for every day. But let's keep one thing in mind, which is the events, the bi-weeklies, you name it. NA Strive is filled with them. So let's get into it by talking about the bi-weekly being Shut Up and Fight. Shut Up and Fight is a very stacked bracket that happens every 2 weeks, and yeah, it's always got some good competition there, fun commentary. I've caught it a couple of times, so I recommend getting involved, getting really involved, enjoy it, be part of it. But we need to get into the monthlies, and here's another bias kicking in, here's another bias, of course it's kicking in, and that is the Newheads Gorilla Gambit. The Newheads Gorilla Gambit is a very hype monthly partake, and they've got fun style, especially their yellow and black. The commentators in general are pretty solid. The commentators on there like me, Connie, Chovy, and Kopi. Last season the beginning of those names, that's pretty funny. The competition's always stacked, and there is a pretty big prize pool every month, so be sure to join in if you want to compete, take the dub, or if you want to have a good time listening to comps, because yeah, everybody's at least shitting or pissing. If you know, you know. Flyquest I'm not too educated about. I do know that they ask for commentators about once a month for Strive, and it has a pretty stacked bracket every time. I believe Umi, Show, and Raz will take part in it pretty consistently. It's a very stacked bracket. I recommend definitely signing up, getting involved, and see what it's all about. But one to hype up is Bridal Bout. Now you're probably wondering what this is. Again, it's a monthly, however it is a 2v2 concept monthly. What does this mean? It means you pair up with one of your broskies and take on the world, which is kinda hype. It's a pretty hype bracket. So what you want to do is you want to take in a teammate and you want to eliminate the enemy team. It's pretty hype. I would get involved into it, and you know, you gotta make your own funny names. You know, you can make 2 fucking Potemkins if you want. Don't take that out of context. To get into even more of the monthlies, you do have Bart Not Block. I have caught them a couple of times. Pretty solid bracket, very fun to watch, I would say. So be sure to get involved. It's always stacked. All these brackets are stacked, I'll say that much, including Ban Open, which is one that I'm not too educated about. Vinny told me about it, so I would be sure to tune in the next time they're available, as should you. Also, there's also SJS, which is a pretty hype team that's been building up. Safe Jump, I believe they're called. And yeah, it's a very hype community. They always have a very stacked bracket and a very solid understanding of the game. Yeah, I would be involved if I could. The players are definitely worth watching, so if you want to spectate, it'll be a show for sure. But the last one to mention as a monthly, these ones are very well known, and that is 9 Moons Monthly. That's right, Strive 9 Moons is a pretty stacked monthly. There's a lot of players in it, ranging from Umisho to Mike Saftig. There's a lot of different players that you can really like fall in love with in terms of watching. So I recommend being involved in that one, just simply to watch the competition. It's a pretty solid show. And of course they always do get fun commentators on it, like me. So, you know, it's definitely worth watching for a bit that ego. But that is all the tournaments I could find during my research. And yeah, there's a tournament for every day. If you want to grind every day, let's say you've got so much free time at Hearts, go wild. I recommend it. Every tournament is extremely stacked now. That's the level we're getting to in fighting games, especially for Strive. So if you want some good competition, you want to level up your game, I recommend joining in. And if you just want something to watch because you really like watching high level Strive, these are the places to play. That's everything from me. I'm gonna go peace out and watch some more brackets, and I might be commentating Baccpabrawl tonight. So tune in. Peace, fellas.